Hey y'all, sorry I'm late. Been trying to get prepared for this storm that's coming. And I was doing the last of stacking the wood. And yeah, sorry about that. I'm late. I apologize. There's so many things to do today to finish getting ready. I don't even have my glasses out here with me. I can't see chat. Um, but I will move you around over here and see if I can. Oh man, I don't know. I don't think I can't. If I squint, maybe. uh, we still love you. Hey, Possum Family Homestead. Hey, Yvette. David, Lori, and Kim. Are you doing too much? Yes, yes, doing way too much, y'all. I am. I will admit that I'm doing way too much. I am. Oh man. Yeah. I stacked. Let's see. Today, just today, I got the generator put under. I made a little temporary shelter for the generator. Got the generator, changed the oil, put gas in it, put a little seafoam in it to get it to run better. Jumped it because the battery was dead. Started it, ran it for a while. Took care of all the animals. Got their places all ready for this snow. Um, Stacked 2.5 ricks of firewood. Um, Stacked a whole bunch of firewood in here. I got about 3 days worth of firewood in here. And oh, y'all, I am so tired. I am worn out. If you will bear with me for just a second, let me run grab my glasses because I cannot see chat. I mean, if I squint, I can see a little bit. Hey, Mama. Uh, if I squint, I can see a little bit, but then I look really funny for all those watching the replay going, what's wrong with Mama V's eyes? Hey, me and my buddy, and Rob Wow, and oh, Lori. I already said that, Lori, and Kay, and Dot Roper. Give me just a second. Let me run and grab. I'm sorry. I apologize again. Hey, Charlene and Heather, and um, give me just a second. Let me run and grab my glasses so that I can actually see chat, okay? You stare at the chimney there, the chimney pipes there for a second. And I'll be right back. Actually, I got something better for you to look at here. Here, I'm going to turn you around. Look. Let me undo that. And y'all can watch the fireplace for a minute. All right, I'm back. All right, let's get you over here by me. You see all my buckets back there behind me of water because, you know, you want to have plenty of water inside. One for the steamer on the wood stove to keep humidity in the house. Two, to have fresh water for the animals, for Willie, for in case we need it. Hopefully nothing will freeze up. Oh, that's so much better. I can actually see. Hey, Jackie Floyd and Little Town Homestead and Judy Herman. I love your wood holder. Thank you. I just picked that up at Lowe's the other day. I was going to get the materials to build something, and I will eventually. I would like to build one of the ones that has like the black iron pipe, and you know, really tall and skinny. That's what I would like over there. But right now, that's out of my budget by quite a bit. This little thing is a circle, and it is I'll let you see that again. And it is it was $30 at Walmart, or not Walmart, at Lowe's, and it holds about 2.5 days, 3 days of wood. So, yeah, I'm happy with it, and it looks pretty decent over there. It takes up a lot of room, big and round like that. But eventually one day I will build me one of the tall, skinny ones that I want. Nice to see the vent pipes. Are you warm? Yeah, those are the chimney pipes. Those are not up yet, obviously. They're in their boxes back there. But hopefully before too awful long, I'll get them up. Yes, the chimney goes out the wall, and I do have the T pipe on there already. Wiley helped me with that. We put the T on there for the triple wall, and then we kind of went up and out. So it just goes kind of straight out right now with regular pipe. That was the quickest way to do it because I didn't have all of this yet. But now that I have it all, and thanks to those who made donations and stuff towards whatever I wanted, and that's what I ended up getting. Chimney pipe. Hey Daz, how you doing, girl? So good to see you on David's live. Wish I'd have seen you when you was here, but totally understand. I am swamped with work trying to get things done before the snowstorm we're supposed to have tomorrow. Hey, there's my second act. How are you doing, Steven? And Patty, how are you? So yeah, it's the fireplace is working fine. It will work better once that chimney is up. Hey, Anona. Once that is up, it's triple wall and it will go up above the peak of the roof. Once that's up, it will work better because it will get a better draft. I am going through quite a bit of firewood right now because I don't have a great draft, but it's working and it's keeping me warm. It is 67 degrees in here, which is perfectly fine with me. Hey, Jan, I didn't even bother to call you today. I knew you were busy. I know. Hey, Radio Jonesy. I know it was super, 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 super busy today. I didn't stop from the time I woke up this morning. And with not having the kind of draft that I need to have on this, I'm having to wake up in the middle of the night and refill it one or two times a night. Last night, I ended up getting by with once. I ended up not going to bed till midnight. And actually, no. Was that last night that I stayed up and watched the piggies? I went to bed a little early, and then I woke up to feed the fire and decided to scroll through YouTube. Okay, yeah, I know. But I decided to scroll through YouTube, and I came across Juno Acres, I think it is, Homestead, and their Kuni pig was having babies, and of course I had to stay and watch the piggies be born, and they're so cute, and everybody's like, oh, hey, MamaV, and they're like, well, you need piggies. I'm like, yeah, one day, but not yet. I don't have a barn yet. When I have a barn. Hey, Anson and Gladys, how are you doing? At Mary's Homestead, how are you? Melinda and Heidi is here. Welcome. Brooke Burks, how are you? I think the pig was night before last. Yeah, it may have been night before last. But anyway, so last night I think it was, I went to bed at midnight and I set my alarm for 4 a.m. And I woke up and I still had coals. It wasn't still burning. I mean, there was nothing left to burn, but I still had coals, which was good because the house was still warm. It was like 61, I think, or something like that. And so I filled it back up, put more in there, and then I went back to bed, and I woke up at 8 this morning, and 4 hours later, and I had coals again. So that's working. At least I'm only having to wake up once a night, and it's so nice and toasty in here. It's amazing. I love it. And I love how the fireplace looks. Nothing better than having a real fire. And yeah, I love it. Hey, Nancy Gibson. I absolutely love it. Hey, S Moss 72, how are you? I am Sam. Hi, Sam. Hope you're having a good day. I know I missed a whole bunch of you. Hey, Cuddly. How you doing, Patrick? And Midnight Vlogs. Carol Hirsch. Glenn Okla and Kathy, Florida Girl. I know, I watched Juno's Piggies too. Ah, wonderful. Yeah, I think I remember seeing you in there. I'm sorry. I have an absolute, for those that don't know, you got almost 400 people in here. So for those who do not know me and who haven't watched my videos, I have extremely bad eyesight. And I have a horrible, horrible memory. My short-term memory is just about non-existent. So unless I repeat something to myself, I'm not good at remembering things at all. So if I missed you, or if I said hi to you and I say hi to you again, I'm sorry, but that's just me and you'll get used to it. Hey, Rebecca and Denise and James Hall, Dolores, watching from Cadiz, Kentucky, 27 degrees. Ooh. I don't know if I can see that good enough. Yeah, I can't see it good enough to see what the temperature is here. I'm not sure. If Ace is in here, she could tell us because she's not too awful far from me. Hey, Myrtle, how are you? That was a huge load of wood you got. It sure was, Midnight Vlogs, and it is all stacked now. Every daggone piece of it is stacked or burnt already or in here. And that's stacked too, I guess. That was a lot of wood. It's 2 cords plus a rick and a half is what it ended up being. I stacked every last bit of it. I stacked on New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve, I stacked 5 ricks, and then I stacked the other 2.5 ricks today. So yeah, that was a lot of wood. Hi, Maxine. How are you? Hey, C. Wells. I heard he lost a family member. Oh, yes. Paul Honeyman is not here. He's been out. And he lost a family member, and we need to all keep him in our prayers. Hey, Don, our flippin' farmstead. How are you? Now, here's a question for everybody. Are you ready for this winter weather? If you happen to be in the path of it, I guess. This is unusual. We're in the South, so this is really unusual that we are supposed to get upwards of 8 inches of snow here. And especially where I'm at in the River Valley. We are the bullseye for this snow. Yeah, I'm glad snow and hopefully not ice and freezing rain and sleet and all that stuff. But they said we may have a little sleet coming in ahead of it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we're prepared for whatever. Got the generator ready to run power. I did buy last week, and I just received a generator transfer switch, I guess you call it. It's not actually a switch. It's an inlet that hooks into and has a interlock for my electrical panel. So I can put that inlet on the outside of the house there, and I can plug my generator right into that. And then that goes over to my electrical box, my service panel or sub panel in the house. Or I could put it on the main box outside. And then it will run the whole house with the generator instead of having to run extension cords in here like I'll have to do this time because I don't have that hooked up yet. I just didn't have time. These other things were too important, and I just didn't have time to get that inlet installed. So snow's supposed to start in the morning. There's not going to be time to do it, so it will have to wait till next time. And so for the future, I will have that available to me and much easier to run the cabin off of the generator if needed. I will be building a generator shed on the back side of the house, or else I've been kind of fighting with myself about that. I might just sit it on the porch, but I think I want to build a generator shed for it. That way it's got its own little place. Put the gas cans out there, put the generator out there, and have a nice little place for it to hide away when it's not in use. Hey, Randy Moore and Shannon Smith, how are you? me get back down to the bottom. Ivy's saying hey to everybody. My part of upstate New York is, did that say 4 foot of snow? But 13 degrees? Does that say 4 foot of snow, David? Oh, okay. It might say 4 inches. It might say 4 foot. He's in New York. White Rock, hey Tara and Jason. How are you doing, guys? Ivy says our pond is frozen over and RV was frozen until this afternoon. Oh no. Oh no. That's awful. I have not even checked my pond. I haven't even been over there. I have been so busy preparing to get the cabin ready for this. I know that temperatures are going to drop out tonight even worse than they already have. And it's already been cold in here because I don't have all my insulation done, y'all. I've got most, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've maybe got a little over 2/3 of it done here in the bottom half, and then the gable walls that I have to do, and the laundry room that I have to do. So, you know, I'm getting there, but I just do a little bit each day. And I do want to mention something, y'all. Okay, so all here, we got 461 people in here. I want to give a shout out, and I don't do shout outs very often. And it's rare for me to do a shout out. Not that, you know, it doesn't mean that I'm anything. It's just, I don't know. I need to really, really know somebody and really, really trust them to give them a shout out. But a friend of mine is here today in the chat, and that is Clausen's Family Homestead. Y'all saw them here a few months ago because he brought his mill over here and milled up the lumber that's going to go on these walls. In fact, if you got an eagle eye, you're actually going to see some beans here today because some of that lumber is in this view. It's not up on the walls yet. It's not. It's just sitting there. But anyway, they helped me get the lumber. They also cut the trees down for me and gave me a edger planer. And they're in the chat tonight, and I told them if they come over to the chat tonight, I would give them a shout out because they have this much left. They are so close to being monetized. They have enough subscribers. They need watch hours, and they don't need that many. So if you haven't heard of Clausen's Family Homestead, go check them out. Watch a video or two. Let's help them get monetized. All right, I'm going back down to the bottom of chat, yo. Trying to catch everyone, but chatting from phone while watching on the TV, says White Rock. I get that. Speaking of sawmill, still need to grab those saw blades at some point. Oh, yeah, over there at the sawmill. Or were there some here? Or was Clausen going to give you some? Oh, I don't know. I remember seeing saw blades, but yeah, y'all know my memory. I see it, says Judy Herman. John, hey, MamaV, I just got home from work, but I'm glad I get to be here to watch you. Well, thank you. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Liam, how are you doing tonight? We are prepared, says Kathy Williams. Live on top of a mountain, and it's hard to get out here when we get that stuff. Yep, here too. I won't be going anywhere for a while, and that's fine. I can be here for months and be fine. I tried, you know, my whole purpose behind this homestead is to be like that, to be able to. Not that I want to all the time. No, I want to go to town and see my friends sometimes, but I don't mind being up here. And if I get stuck up here, like, remember when I had the bus and I was stuck up here for months without being able to go anywhere? You know, it's okay. It's okay. I love it up here enough that it's all right. Me and my animals, I got plenty of food, got plenty of water, and my well is working out great, y'all. The well is doing good. Knock on wood. The well is doing wonderful. I've got everything as insulated as I can get it. There's so in the well house, I have pipe insulation, the foam pipe insulation on the pipes. I also have that big sub-zero cover on the pressure tank, and some extra, the yellow insulation with the silver lining. I've got that also around the fittings, because those are metal fittings. And then on top of all of that, I have a brooder heater in there, one of the large panel brooder heaters. And it's doing great. It has stayed. I have my little thermometer that one of y'all sent me, and it gives me the temperature for wherever I have those little boxes at. I've got one in the well house, and I've got one out by the shed, by the animal area. And then, of course, the big panel in here tells me what the temperature is in the house. So right now, that well house is staying between 38 and 40 degrees, and that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome, because I just needed to stay above freezing. I needed to stay above freezing, and that way we've got water. The pipes should be buried deep enough, and I don't have the ability to drip water yet, because there's no plumbing in this house yet. The pipe comes into, well, I say that, and then I say there's a pipe in the laundry room. There's a pipe in the laundry room that comes in from the ground. I also have that foamed and wrapped, and then I have some cardboard boxes around it to keep the wind off of the insulation and stuff. Inside, I have Reflectix in the wall, and then insulation in the wall where that pipe is. That pipe doesn't go to anything yet. It just is a shut-off valve right now. That is where my main water will come through the house. And so the only place that actually has water at the moment is the yard hydrant out by the animals. Out there at the yard hydrant, I have a frost-free hydrant. And I know it's not supposed to freeze. That's why it's called frost-free. The water's supposed to drop back down into the ground as long as you do not have the hose hooked to it. So you always take your hose off of your frost-free hydrant to keep it frost-free. So my hose is detached, and it's hanging on the little hook thing. And I went ahead and put pipe foam insulation, the looks like a pool noodle, I guess, around that pipe also, just in case. You never know. So I just went ahead and did it anyway. I had some extra and just went ahead and took care of it. And let's see what else. The animals are all good. I have the inside of the chicken coop. I covered everything with more of the feed bags. Just staple the feed bags up there. That keeps all the wind out. And they do really good. They do really, really good. My chickens, I've had them up here for a couple years now, and they've been through the really bad winter 2 years ago. It was negative 25 degrees wind chill, and they made it through it, and they're gonna make it through it this year, I'm sure. Judy Harmon says, do you stay at the location a few weeks at a time? Oh, she's talking to Des. Okay. She's talking to you, Des. Hey, another time. David M., Stephen, and I are in the process of buying Casper Reloaded. Yay! That's awesome. Des had a bus too that they had converted. Its name was Casper, and they are thinking about getting a second one because they did sell Casper, and so they're thinking about getting a second one. That's awesome. I can't wait for y'all to move here, Des. That's going to be so awesome. I see you're getting hit pretty hard this year, said Joyce. Says David. Hey, there's Ace. There's Ace. What did she say remember when I didn't understand what she meant. Please fill me in. Linda. Hey, Linda McGilbra. And Yeah, I don't remember what I said now. Maybe somebody else does. Jan, you got a much better memory than me. If you remember what I said when I said, remember when I had be something, then let Linda McGobra know. Because I do not remember what I said now. I really apologize. I'm sorry. My short-term memory is absolutely, unless I repeat it to myself, I cannot make a recall of short-term memory. Actually, it's bad to drip your faucets, says Ivy's family factotum. Just saying. Oh, I did not know that. I was told to always drip your faucets. Don't they even tell you that on TV? We just dug out from winter storm that hit Indiana, getting ready for our next storm coming on Friday, Saturday. Yes, I know, Joyce. I have family that lives up there, and yeah, y'all got hit hard, especially southern. Well, not really. Well, I guess it is kind of southern, south central Indiana. In the below Indianapolis part of Indiana. I know they got hit really hard. That was a crazy storm. The good thing is y'all have salt trucks and plows and all that good stuff that we don't have. So here, we're in the South. We don't have those kind of equipment. They don't do anything to our roads, especially like I live down 6 miles of dirt road. They ain't gonna do anything. They won't plow. They won't do nothing to our roads. So, until that snow melts, you just don't go nowhere because, the drop-offs are dangerous. You don't want to slide off of one of these roads. The drop-offs are very dangerous. So you just stay home, and that's okay. I've had the water dripping for 2 weeks, says Jan. Oh, goodness. Yeah, y'all have had some cold, cold, cold temperatures, too. Hi, HIN's main chick. Keep some sand on the property. Yeah, I need to do that, actually. I did get salt. I did get a lot of salt for the steps. But I probably will use the laundry room door because it's only 1 step down, and that will keep me from breaking my neck on these stairs in the front because they're little bitty stairs. Hey, Carolyn Miller, how are you? Skinner Farms, hey, haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? And T McD, dripping faucets prevents burst pipes but doesn't help with freezing pipes, says my plumber. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be running PEX in the house. And actually outside, all of my stuff is PEX. I've got 1-inch PEX outside, 3/4 and 1/2-inch PEX is going to come inside. And so I do have PEX. That's supposed to help too. They're not supposed to freeze like, your metal pipes, of course. Wait for it to melt off. Have fun in your four-wheel drive. One or the other. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I do have 4-wheel drive on my little Jeep, but I don't do snow anymore. I did enough years of snow. I'm good. I don't want to do snow. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. This homestead looks amazing when it snows. I will show you all kinds of pictures, and I'll take some video. I'll go out there because I still have to go out and take care of the animals no matter what. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. It doesn't matter if it's freezing, if it's freezing rain, if it's sleet, if it's snow. The animals still need me. So, yeah, I'll be out there, and I'll take pictures and video for you. I know I've been short on videos lately, but I had to prepare for this. And when you're single and living alone, you got to do what you got to do. It's a lot faster to get things done without a camera in my hand. But you'll get to see the gist of it. I did video today, and I'm going to spend some time trying to get that edited for y'all. But I did. I carried you around with me almost everywhere today. Even over to the chickens, which I normally don't do. Hey, Mike Birch, I made it. Girl got enough to share. Oh, you're talking to. Okay. We got 11 inches. It wasn't fun. I'm sure it wasn't, Skinner Farms. I'm not looking forward to even 6 to 8 inches. I think it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be beautiful. But I can see beautiful on somebody else's video or somebody else's pictures, and I'm perfectly fine. That's why I moved to the South. Evidently, I didn't move far enough south. But then again, maybe I did, because my friends in Alabama are fixing to get snow too. So, yeah, this is a really deep south kind of storm. It's going to hit all of us, I think. More on Friday. Yes, another time. Yes. Let's see. I've been listening. I'm eating. This is Kathy Florida Girl. Drip your faucets and not gonna hurt a thing, Melinda says. Yeah, I don't have faucets, so I don't have to worry about it right now. Are you doing shiplap on your walls? Says Dez's Crazy Life. It's gonna look like shiplap. I don't know that I have the energy and time to shiplap both sides of every board. That is going to be so time consuming and a lot of work. And the plan is shiplap. The plan is shiplap. But I may just put the black plastic sheathing up, which was going to go up anyway, and just do a nickel gap on the boards because they're dry. They shouldn't shrink anymore. And it'll look like shiplap without being shiplapped, if that makes sense. Cuddly Texan, I know nothing. I see nothing. I say nothing. There you go. I thought it was supposed to get too cold to snow. No, unfortunately not. It's going to be the perfect temperature for snow here. Hope you're staying warm and safe. Another time says, yes, I am. I am staying warm and safe. My fire is kind of going out over there because I did not load it because I ran in here to get the live stream started because I was late. But it'll still have some coals even if the fire actually goes out. I remembered to show up. Been washing dishes and couldn't earlier, says HIN Spain Chick. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you everybody for being here. We got over 500. We got 545 people in the chat today. I sure appreciate it. The boss is splitting wood now. Yeah, I'm not splitting any. I tell you what, being able to get this wood was a major, major blessing. I finding this guy and him selling it to me at the price he did and delivering it was amazing. And like I said, I've got plenty of wood stacked up here now, so I shouldn't have a problem this winter. That's not a complaint, says T McT. I haven't had any snow here in Northwest Iowa. Do you have floodlights to see outside at night? Yes, I do. If you have the hand planes for making shiplap, it goes much faster than using a router with having to change out bits. I do not. That'd be a lot of passes down the board with a hand planer. It would. Wow. I don't know about that. Possum family, she's so happy to have it, says Jan. I missed so much. Did I miss something and I didn't even get to see it? Clausens, if you said something, repeat it because I'm going to jump back down to the bottom of chat here in a second. Oh, there it is. With the edger, she will have tight joints. Yes. Where I need tight joints, I will have tight joints. I'm going to build my own doors. Right here, if you can see this or not, see my mess with the buckets. That's the bedroom door right there. And right there, I'm going to make some French doors. And for the bathroom door, which is inside of the bedroom there, I will have barn doors. I already have the barn door hardware. And so I'll make barn doors for that. And the wood, some of that wood back there behind that stuff is actually for the barn doors. It is the 1/2 inch stuff that we cut. The rest of that stuff is for the walls, and that is the 3/4 inch stuff that we cut. But anyway, yeah. Hey, Paul. I'd rather have snowstorms than firestorms. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Michelle says, did you enjoy your New Year's celebration at Cumberland Mountain? Of course. It's always amazing to get together with friends. We always have the best time. And in fact, I shared today with some of my friends, I found some old pictures of us, and like, can you believe it's been over 3 years that we've all known each other and been hanging out? And picture of me and Mel and Gary and Abe when I very first met them. And Abe is so tiny, it's so cute. I think you said, remember when you had the bus, you were stuck up there for a week, weeks, and everything was fine. Yes, Julie, that's what it was. I did. I said, remember when I had my little bus, my schoolie bus? I was stuck up here for actually over a month because my driveway had decimated. Like the whole bottom of my driveway like washed away, and I could not get in and out of the driveway. With the bus, and the bus was my only vehicle at the time, and it was my home too. Hey, Gypsy Moon. Marion, Texas. Hey, girl. There's Paul Honeyman. Welcome back, honey. You have been totally in our prayers. Won't be on again until Tuesday. We understand, honey. Abe is probably taller than you at this point. No, not quite, but he has grown up a lot. It's amazing, especially looking back at those pictures. I've known you for 3 years, says Simply Jan. You have, and I've got some pictures of us too from back then. Hi, Annette. How are you? Dishes are done and cats are fed. That's good. Hi, Aunt B. Smooth like butter with hand planes. My daddy used to let me use the planer at times just so I'd quit bugging him. Yeah, planers are fun. I'm going to have to be planing the floor in the living room kitchen area, because after we moved all of the, I say we, my neighbor came up and helped me move the wood out of here, which you haven't seen yet. And when I did that, I realized that my floors where that wood has a little bit of mold and has warped. It has cupped really bad. So I'm going to need to plane down the floors to get that cupping under control. I'm not looking for perfect floors. This is a rustic cabin. I'm good with that. But the cupping is like, I can feel it with my feet, even with my shoes on. So I need to take care of that. And I'm thinking that the best way to do that's probably with a planer. I need to get an electric planer, because this is a lot of floor to be doing with a hand planer. There's MT's Homestead. Hey, Mike and Terry, how are you doing tonight? And Anna Bohr is here. And let's see, Barb Frank, Clausen Family YouTube channel name, please. Clausen Family Homestead. If my moderators can share out that link, please. I thought they already did, and they may have, but go ahead and share it out again, please. It's still 32 degrees, winter storm warning. Yes, thank you. Now, I was wondering how cold it was or warm it was. So we're right at the freezing mark. And that's what's going to cause us so much snow, is because we're sitting right in that sweet spot for the heaviest snow with our temperatures. Thank you, David Moffat. Gifted 5 Possum Run Homestead memberships. That's awesome. We really appreciate you. 17 in wind chill in central New York. Time for flannels. There you go. There you go. I just got some awesome cuddle duds, which are, I guess, long underwear, whatever you want to call them. underclothes. And they're awesome. They're very comfortable and soft and keep you warm. And who we got here? Check to make sure you are subscribed. They have removed me, Randy Moore. Oh no, Randy, and you've been here forever. And they removed you. Oh my goodness. It happens, y'all. Yes, check your subscriptions. Make sure that you're still subscribed. Because yeah, it happens, unfortunately. People get unsubscribed. What are we gonna be doing now? So the next couple of days, I'm gonna be doing much of nothing because it's gonna be snowy and beautiful and cold, really cold. So I'm gonna still put up insulation. I'm going to be, I'll probably try to go up in the loft. We'll see. I really hate heights. I hate ladders. Hey, through Mississippi. But I may try to go up into the loft and get the insulation done up there because I can reach most of that. And it's not very high because the loft's already up there. Snow is not beautiful. It sure is. Ivy's family factoid. And I can't do the insulation on the gable wall up here. Well, I can show it to you. So there's the loft up there. And the living room, front wall, and the gable end up there. That is 20 feet above the floor. For those of you who know me, you know I hate heights. So I don't think that I can do it. I've got a ladder that would go up there, but I don't think I can do it. So that is the last of the installation that I will actually be getting a little help with from Michael over at Our Mountain Home, Jen and Wiley's son. He is, when I'm ready to do that, he's going to come over and help me. And I really think one of my subscribers sent him a PayPal to come over here to give him a little spin in money. And that was to come over here and help me do that. So that's awesome. Hey, Louise. Possum Run Homestead, take your phone on you up there just in case. Oh, yeah, definitely. I always have my phone on me. There's two things I always have on me, whether you see them or not. I always have my phone on me, and I always have my 9 on me. I go nowhere without them. The phone and the watch for my safety, and the 9 for my safety. Don't need the 9 really on me in the house, I guess, but it's always on my hip. So yeah, it is what it is. Still eating my biscuits, says Kathy. Really? Get some Red Bull. Gives you wings. No Red Bull for me. I can't have caffeine. Vicky Hall says, where is everybody from? Well, if you're watching me for the first time, I live in the River Valley of Arkansas. And I yawn a lot. That's part of me too. That's one of my quirks. I yawn a lot. Just a little hop up is all. Yeah. You think. Maybe for you, not for me. I don't do hops up. I don't do heights. If you want to see somebody freaking out over heights, watch the roof video, because the last day of the roof video, when we put my roof on, I had to go up there to put the branch in at the peak of the roof, and it's my house, so I had to do it, and I cried. I was so scared. I don't do heights, yo. And that's a long way up there. I cried. I literally cried. But everybody, it was so amazing. Everybody that was here, Melanie, Gary, Anthony, and Roxanne, Simple Life, and Country Road Cure, and come on, and White Rock Homestead, and Simply Jan Homestead, and Ivy's Family Factotum, and Drew's Lens, and I don't want to leave anybody out. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to pull everybody's name out of my brain at the moment. But everybody that was here cheered me on, and it was amazing, and I overcame. Okay, I dealt with a fear of mine, a major fear of mine, and I climbed that ladder. And with their encouragement, I was able to do that. It was absolutely amazing. And I cannot believe how far this place has come. That was about this time last year. It was. We're about a year into it now from the time I put this roof on. Well, I didn't put this roof on. From the time the roof was put on is what I meant to say. Not a fan of ladders, Sister Mississippi. I got you, Sid. Same way. This roof is so amazing. But can you believe it's been a year? It's been a year, y'all. It's wild. It's wild. This time last year, we was, doing this roof. Thank you, James Hall. Yeah. Yes, and DD5. Exactly. As I said, there was a lot of people here. White Rock, DD5, and Mike and Lissa. And come on, stop by. Oh, and Mike, Washita Mountain Living, who was Dog Man at the time. He came by too. He was here one day. And Sean and I don't remember, and Gary Gumby, Junk to Gems, he was here too, and Mary, they were here. And I'm trying to y'all, my memory is, I'm sorry, I don't mean to leave anybody out at all, but my memory is absolutely horrible. So our Okie Homestead, hey, my dream was Arkansas, but 60 things changed. Yeah, I get ya. Yep, Junk to Gems, they were here. And O'Rourke's Littlefield, Jamie and Kevin, amazing friends of mine, they were here. Yeah, we had a crowd, y'all. We had a lot of people here. I bet Todd was there, Sister Mississippi. I think Todd was here. I think he was. That's so funny. Yeah, there was a lot of people here. It was amazing. And I can't believe that it's been a year. Wow, this year went so fast. So fast. Midnight Vlogs. Ladder. D. Stanley. Hey, Brenda D. She was frozen to the ladder, says Midnight Vlogs. Yeah, ladder. That's what she was saying. Hey, Carol, MSH. When I finally got up there, I was trying my best not to look down because it was scary. It was. Country Cure, SLR. Yep, I said them. It doesn't seem like it's been that long ago regarding the roof. I know, right? It doesn't. It really doesn't. This year just flew by. Now, since the roof have gotten, now the roof metal didn't go on until April. March. No, I think it was like April and May. I think it was April and May when we put the metal on. When they put the metal on, I didn't do the roof, y'all. I didn't. That's when I say we, I just meant the group. They started the rafters, and I think it was like the second week of January or something like that. And then I hope I'm not totally off on my timing there, but I think I'm pretty sure it was almost a year ago, if not a year ago. They got the roof rafters up. Good night, White Rock. I was all a few months process Indeed. It was a few months process. It was a long process. Yep, Gary and Mary, junk to Jim's. It was a long process. But you got to remember that everybody has their own homesteads and their own lives to attend to too. So we did what we could when we could, and got it done. Supervisor at the time. That's right. I was supervisor. Joe Jacobson. How are you? Are you warm in your house right now? Says Brenda D. Yes, definitely. 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. How did this hour go so fast? All right. We got 2 minutes, y'all. Can't forget the cooks that kept everything fed. And yes, definitely. Bobblehead even came. That's right. Bobblehead was here. And Jen and Wiley was here. I don't think they were here. I don't remember if they were here for the roof race. I don't remember. Y'all can tell me though, I'm sure. Anyway, we've only got 2 minutes left. We got less than 2 minutes left. So I've got to get to going. It was wonderful seeing everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. It was awesome. I will try to get a video out to you real soon. Y'all have a wonderful week. Everybody stay warm. Stay in if you're in this really bad weather. And love y'all. God bless. Bye. Have a great week. Oh, thank you, Aunt B. Need of prayers. My son's youngest son was in a fatal car accident 12/11/19. It's been 5 years and we're with the raw paint. Love your channel. Well, thank you for being here, and definitely will keep you in prayers. Thank you so much. All right, yo, gotta go.